let's go over some challenges for being known, like shyness. We kind of gotten this with Sally a little bit at the beginning. Introversion, public fear of public speaking. A big one, and I've talked about this before, is the imposter syndrome that I think a lot of us struggle with. Like it's like, why should I even be on Pinterest when Elisa is here? I mean, what can I do and say that she hasn't done better? What do
Yeah.
you what do you talk to people about when they struggle with that?
Well, again, first of all, I can't diminish any feelings that people have, and I can't diminish that it can be very hard for people to get through this. The only thing I can really say is that it is easier the more you do it, and I just think that you can belong. And I want to tell a little story. It's one of my favorite stories. It's at the very end of the known book, and it comes from a very dear friend of mine. Her name is Diana Cron. And when Diana was a little girl, she got to work beside Mother Teresa.
Mm.
She was in the slums of Calcutta, and Mother Teresa looked at her and saw how overwhelmed she felt by all this poverty that was surrounding her, and how it just seemed so endless to try to help this. And she said, she took her aside, she looked in her eyes, and she said, I know this must seem overwhelming, but everything good and everything great in this world starts with one small step. And even though you may feel like just a drop of water in this ocean, the ocean is not complete without that drop of water.
Mm.
And the world is not complete without you and your voice. And so this is a mindset, I think, that has been very helpful to me, and very helpful, that's given me courage, that's given me encouragement over the years, that, sometimes I do feel nervous about posting things. But when I get that little feeling of being nervous, that sort of says to me, you must do it.
Mm.
You must do it, right? Take that first step, have that courage. And every time I do it, I'm rewarded, because someone will say, how did you know I was thinking about that today? How did you know I was worried about that today? Mark, you seem to be reading my mind. And I'm not reading people's mind, and I'm not doing anything special other than having the courage of saying what's real to me on this day, right? Real to me on this day. And that's something that anybody can do. And I hope that, look, the ocean isn't complete without you. Give it a try. Go for it. And it might be the greatest thing you've ever done.